Oh shit, that was very high pitch. Hello? Hi. Oh. Yes, I have to make a video because I told myself that I will make one after I finish my semester, and because I'm quite bored. I'm sure you hear a lot of noise in the background. They're still constructing houses, which is really annoying. But yeah, uh, I have to make this video because no one's in the house, and this is the quietest it's been in the house. Yeah. I want to make this video to talk about some stuff because since my semester ended, I can. I want to talk about like my experience in the art university that I'm studying at right now. Yeah, and if you don't know, it's the one I'm studying at is RUFA, Royal University of Fine Arts. But yeah, I've just finished a semester, like I've said, a bunch of time already. Wow. Yeah. It's been a very interesting, exhausting, life-draining few months. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I had to learn, a lot of stuff that I had to do, a lot of assignments as well. Couldn't tell you how many times I almost broke down just from like submitting late assignments until my professor told me that I could just submit it late, it's fine. And that really took a lot off my plate. But yeah, part of the reason why I can't make like weekly or monthly videos is because of like the amount of assignment I have to do. And you know, it's art assignments. It's very hard to do art when you're burnt out and stuff. So yeah, at times I had to do a lot of like taking care of my mental health, taking care of like myself so I don't have a burnout and like rot in bed for a very long time. But yeah. Anyways, my thoughts on my first semester. It yeah. Oh, I mean, I already talked about that just now. I don't know why I said that again. I think it has helped me a lot studying art here. As you guys, well, I never really told you guys, but I am a self-taught like digital artist. I've been like teaching myself art for 3 or 4 years now before I apply for an art major in my university. So yeah, at first I thought like studying in the foundation year, there's not much you can like study, like there's not much to study, I already know everything, but that is really far from the truth. I actually learned a lot. Some of the stuff that I think really improved my artwork was that I learned very in-depth about color and composition and like yeah, color and composition. I think that's the most impacted like the fundamentals that like I really looked over, and they're really taught us a lot about it. I think they really like try to jam it into our head from all the fucking assignments. Oh, I cursed. The assignments that they gave us. Yeah. Aside from that, even though I did say that there's a lot of like art stuff that I was taught, I think I was taught more culture than art in this first semester. I had history and culture classes. And yeah, it was, I believe I performed better in those classes than in my art class because I found it very interesting to learn about my culture and my history. It was very in-depth and very different from what they would teach you in high school. And like over like the semester, I began to appreciate my country's like my country's culture and history a lot more. Yeah, and my friend told me that he told me that art is culture, and that really opened my mind a little bit more. I never really thought about it that way, and I had always been doing like very like I was always in my own bubble when it comes to my artwork and stuff, and so like learning about my culture, my history, I think I'm I'm becoming more and more part of the community. Well, not the community, but like a part of my country's culture than before. Before, I never really cared about it. Probably because I never had a reason to, but now I kind of do. Yeah. I also study French now. The university offer like two language classes. One is French and one is English. But since I'm already quite fluent in English, I had to pick French because studying the same thing all over again would be quite boring. Yeah. I did prepare, like, I did organize my assignment just so I can show you guys some of the stuff I've done over these couple months. Yeah. So this is from my, I don't know what to call it in English. It's hoodie, and we basically do a lot of like, you could say finished work, but like at first we were doing a lot of like practices with watercolor and stuff and poster colors, but mostly watercolor. I think this is one of my first like assignments. We had to shade and blend, make a gradient of color. As you can see, it was very badly done because at the time I wasn't very good at watercolor. I thought I was, but I was very bad at it. Yeah, here it is. Not my proudest like work, but I mean, it was like my first work, so I can't really complain much. And then we do still life. I had to draw a cube. One is shaded and one is with watercolor. And we also had to do like a lot of small sketches as well before we actually do the big one, which is, I think, is a really good practice. A good habit as well to do is to always sketch out your composition, sketch out your work on a sketchbook first, then you go to the actual like canvas or paper. After that, man, my nose is really itchy. We have a ball. This. I'm not really sure about other countries, but in my country, this ball is very popular among kids. You see a lot of kids use these to play football and stuff. Or maybe the wooden one, but this one is also quite popular. Yeah. You can see like there's an improvement in my watercolor, I think. I would like to think that. Yeah. After that, we have fabric. Learning how to draw fabric and paint them. This is one of my best work. I got a full mark on this one, which is 20, and then I lost 5 marks on this one because I was doing it very like low effort. I didn't put much effort into this one, but I did put a lot into this one. Yeah, I love drawing fabric. It's very fun to shade. I think this was a fluke because after that I kind of started doing a lot worse, or maybe it's just because it's a small like piece and I can work a lot on a small piece. Since this is the last time we actually do like practices, and then we start doing like very big piece of artwork, like A3 paper and stuff. This is an A3, but it's very close. This is when we start doing still life. We had to draw like shapes using different colors. Yeah, I don't know, I don't have much to talk about this one. It's okay. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't like using color as shadows. I rather like mix shadow colors and stuff. And yeah, after that, we actually went into drawing fruits and stuff. Not my best work. My best work is still being graded, and one of my worst ones as well. But since it's break already, the professor can't really give us our work until we go back to school, university. I mean, but yeah, this one is. I had a lot of trouble with this one because this is one of the first time we had to paint on this big of a paper, and so you can see the orange is very ugly, so is the apple, and the watercolor is also very dirty as well. I had a really different mindset on like how to use watercolor when I first painted this. I was looking at more like putting in blocks, thinking in ways that like how do I say this? Thinking like a digital artist and not thinking of this as using watercolor. And so I had a lot of trouble before I actually understood that different mediums have different ways of approaching like painting them. And yeah, there's another class. I wouldn't say it's color theory class, but it's a class about color, a lot more about color. And yeah, it's not one of my best class. I don't think I did very bad. I think I did very average. Yeah. They made us, well, in this class we primarily use poster colors. So yeah, this is one of my first assignments. I'm not really proud of like the first few assignments that I've done. This is the second one. We just had to paint a very smooth. Basically, the professor wanted us to make it so that our paint are smooth, consistent. There aren't any texture in them, which I find very hard to do. Cause this is one of my worst work. I don't think you see much of it, but like there's a lot of cracks and stuff in the paint. I realized that putting a lot of paint doesn't really smooth the painting, kind of cracks it. And yeah, I almost failed on this one. And then this is one of the first like artwork they told the professor told us to do. There's no like set like topic, that he just wanted us to paint something, and this is what I painted. He did say that I used very little color and he wanted to see more colors, but yeah, it's one of my first like artwork I've done, and actual artwork that I've done. It's not really that pretty now that I think about it, but yeah. And then we have to learn how to mix color. This one, he made us use only like the main colors like yellow, red and stuff, and then we have to make a gradient of it. I think I did really well. The professor begged to differ, but yeah, I think I did pretty well. See the gradient. Well, not much here because it's very purple and blue. And then we went on to experiment colors with white pigments, with blacks and stuff, making it, dulling it in a way, making complementary colors and other stuff. I don't know the terms for it yet. I should really learn the terms for like colors and stuff. Yeah. This one I got the hang of using colors. Well, before that I did get a lot of like criticism from my professor, and it really woke me up and made me try hard. Yeah. And this is my semester work. It's very weird. The concept for it is he wanted us to put in a lot of colors, and yeah, well, this one didn't do great. Well, it's not like it didn't do great. It was like almost a full score. Not that I care about scores, but like, yeah, I went with a mosaic type of painting. The teacher said it was a cool concept, but since there's not much color, like the few best works that I've seen, there were a lot more colors on it, very vibrant as well. Not something that I'm used to seeing. I would say I get very overwhelmed when I see a lot of colors. So yeah, this is the best I can do. I mean, it's a cool concept. It'd be nice if the professor, I keep mixing it up, if they ask us to talk about our painting, but since it's just foundation year, I don't think they want to hear much about like the stuff we do, like the concept we come up with. Yeah. Lastly, well, not lastly, I do have another class that I want to talk about. This one is a I don't know what to call it. Shit. It's basically a what's that word? I completely forgot. Okay, draftsmanship class. We only do pencil. You get the idea. Oh yeah, we had to do a lot of like sketching, shading, using pencil and stuff, making finished work. But yeah, this is one of my best work. This is the only I would say this is one of the only thing I am proud of. It looks really nice. There are people who've done better, but I think it looks nice for me. And then you have to draw shapes and stuff, you know, basic stuff. This one I had to draw a cube. You can see there's an overlap between this class and the class I've mentioned before. Basically, they go hand in hand, but I mostly learned most of my stuff from the other classes, because with this one we were quite late. We were 2 or 3 lessons later than the other classes. So yeah, it was a little it made the other class a lot harder, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I shaped pretty well, I think so. Yeah. There's a bunch more. There's a circle. I actually took this from one of my old classes to submit because I was too lazy, but the professor doesn't know. And then there's this. I think I like this the most because it looks really nice. I shade pretty well. Love the texture as well. Then there's this. There's this. A lot of pencil stuff. I'm just going through it because like it's kind of boring to show you old works. I think I've already done it once. And there's this. And lastly, there's this. This is my semester finals. We had to do it in class in 3 hours, and this is what I've done. The professor basically told us to draw it. He didn't really give us a photo reference. He just gave us an apple and said, draw it on a piece of brick. And yeah, that's what everyone did. I did come out pretty well, learning a lot more about shading and how to separate different spots, like dark or light spots and stuff. Yeah. Anyways, this is the last drawing related class that I studied. It's this one. It's called Khmer, and we learn a lot about Khmer sculpture and stuff. We didn't have much of a drawing assignments. We learned more and sketched more on our sketchbook, but since I didn't sketch much, it's not that I don't like that class. I find it's not something I specialize in, so I didn't pay much attention. But yeah, as you can see, my sculpture and stuff. I do find it interesting though, that there are ways to break down or like grow like these design from like a very basic shape. And yeah, I'm not the best at it, but I know that one of my classmates is, and you can see like from the design he makes, it's very, very pretty. Yeah, this is my semester finals. Yeah, I think this is my semester finals. He told us to come up with a new design. I happened to go with this. He said that the concept is really cool, but the design is very bad, and so he had to deduct a lot of points off of it. But yeah, that's about it. That's all I've learned. I'm trying to think about if I missed something. No, I don't think I missed anything. Yeah, no, I don't think I missed anything. But yeah, that's about it. I think I talk quite a lot in this video. Yeah, see you next semester or something. I'm never coming around to speaking in Khmer because I don't think I'm comfortable speaking in Khmer yet. I'm still trying. I do have to speak Khmer at school, but I'm not comfortable enough to do that on camera, basically. Yeah, and it will be a lot of like a lot of filler words because I suck at it and I'm still trying to get better. But yeah, see you next semester.